Hi, it's Ileana, and today I am going to talk about the light codes for creating universes and extraterrestrial living crafts. I have been exploring universe creation and the various codes that make up our universe, the known universe that we human beings are in, and the planets Earth, Mars, Moon, Milky Way galaxy, Andromeda galaxy, our universe, the current iteration where we are in this universe. It is made up of light fields, it is made up of frequency, mathematics, numbers. There's a beautiful complexity of energy, quantum mechanics, quantum physics, and the holographic aspect of the universe that creates our universe, what we're in. It is energetic, it is physical, it is holographic, and it is quantum. Everything is connected together in how this universe forms. And these are the light codes that we see, that we can see when we consciously connect to the creation of this universe. I see blue fields, I see golden fields, orange fields, just this beautiful configuration of different matter that connects to the creation of this universe, of how galaxies are created, of how planets are created. Everything starts from energy and light codes and then forms into physicality, also connected to the quantum shift and the holographic shift, because light codes come from those areas of creating universes, galaxies, planets, solar systems, stars. It is all interconnected, and we see these light codes as part of that woven creation. It is built on energy and light codes. That's how it starts. And then the physicality comes in to building the physical objects like planets, galaxies, and then seeding them with life, humanoid species, extraterrestrial species, plants, animals, matter, terra firma, oceans, the ground we walk on, the sky. All of that comes second. First, it's the energy and the light codes creating the universe. Those come first. Then the physicality comes in. So that's what I discovered through looking at these light codes for our universe and how things shape into reality through creation and manifestation. And it happens through different light streams and light spectrums of energy coalescing together to form a unified field of what comes energetically in creation, then what comes physically in creation and existence through these light codes that formed our universe originally, the known universe, what we're in now, what we're experiencing as already created. We're seeing the behind the scenes of how it all started through these light codes, through these fields of light creating what we are today. We're seeing the backstory and exploring that of the light codes. And there's a lot of blue energy, a lot of yellow energy, a lot of orange energy, and red field spectrums of just this creation coming into existence, of how the light codes are woven mathematically, holographically, on the quantum scales, everything coming together in unity energetically to create the physical expression of the universe creation. You could call it the Big Bang, you could call it whatever you want. It's the light codes activating, it's the light codes coming into life, creating life itself as a living expression of what we have ended up being today. and the backstory of it. It starts from the light fields and the light codes, and then it transforms into that Big Bang. This is the Big Bang representation of light, of this beautiful orange, yellow, blue light of the light fields coming together to create the physical universe, from energy into physicality, creating the universe, entering into a reality of existence. And there's many, many universes, many dimensions, and many different alternative universes as well, and parallel lifetimes, and parallel realities, and pocket worlds, and bubble realities, based on these light codes as well. But this is what we call the Big Bang, of how everything with the light codes lit up to create, from the energetic, the holographic, and the quantum, and the light codes mushing together to create the Big Bang and to create our known universe. This is what it looked like when it was being created. These colors, these energies, everything fusing together, the light codes, to create our universe. This is what it was then, and this is what it looked like creating it. It's so interesting to see the science and the frequency behind that creation and how it happened billions of years ago. Wow. Just fantastic. All these vibrant colors and frequencies. Amazing. And the light spectrums and the light fields and everything coming into unity, coalescing together into this entrance of the creation of this universe through this process. And then all the light coalescing together after the Big Bang happened, of all the codes coalescing in that energetic unity field to start creating physical matter like planets, galaxies, stars, nebulas, clusters, wormholes, energy fields, physical matter on the planets like plants, water, air, fire, terra firma, the ground, the oceans, and then the plant matter, and then eventually humanoid life forms that advanced into what we are today, and other beautiful extraterrestrial beings in other galaxies, because there's many, many galaxies that had ancient galaxies that were formed back then that we can still see the light of today. Even though that was billions of years ago, we can still see the light spectrum of that in the sky. Whether they still exist or not today, we can still see their light of that formation. And those codes help to create all of that into existence of what we are today. Holographic, quantum, energetic, and physical combined together through the codes. That's the expression of creating universes, of dialing in the frequencies, creating living matter that coalesces together. And it's a beautiful process, and it's quite exquisite, quite complex, as all of these symbols, these ancient energetic fields come together through the light codes to form matter, to form energy and physicality eventually. It's amazing to witness that background story, to see these codes. After the Big Bang, this is what was forming, coalescing together to create, from energetic matter to create the physical matter of our universe through the light codes. And these light codes are local to our universe, to how our universe looks like. Other universes can have different light codes that form those universes. There's an intricate pattern of light fields, mathematics, and combining different light codes to create universes, galaxies, stars, planets. Every universe will have its own unique light codes to what it looks like, what that looks like, what it shapes into, physically the beings that will live on the planets and the galaxies, the plant matter, the animals. It's a form of uniqueness. Not all beings will look and feel the same. There can be many variations. Although we have the template 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth for the humanoid life forms in our universe, there's many exotic beings even in this universe that look different from us. Extraterrestrial beings that are more exotic looking and physically different. They might have tails, they might have more than 2 arms, 2 legs, even heads, more than 1 head. So it really depends how the codes form together in which life form will look like and live like on the individual unique planets, galaxies. There's the humanoid template, yes, for sure. That's basic life, human life forms. Very beautiful, exquisite template that works to seed many planets with human colonies of human beings. We're all human beings. We're all extraterrestrial beings on one level or another. It's just the seeding of the codes and how the codes express themselves that goes into the development of the DNA, the RNA, the mRNA. It's exquisite how light codes can build a frequency in a body that could be humanoid or it could be different, or it could be energetic bodies as well, because light codes are used for building all forms of life and all matter of life to create and manifest how they blend, how creator beings blend those life codes, and how they blend organically and naturally to create universes as well. The light field meshing and weaving. It's quite exotic, and it could go many different ways depending on the creator beings, how the light codes choose to work to create a universe and different universes. And of course there's the whole multiverse, which is huge on its own, and different light codes were built to create the multiverse itself. So there's a lot of different layers and degrees of light codes and how you can build things, particularly universes. This is just the expression of our universe creation, what we're looking at today, X, Y, and Z, and other codes and ancient symbols and languages and light fields, and how this came together, because it's a symphony and it's a dance of life and light and energy, the quantum and the holographic and the physical and the energetic, all blending together to create this multifaceted, beautiful existence that we're now experiencing, and that other beings were experiencing billions of years ago when this came into creation in the beginning. We're seeing that backfield story of that creation. We're seeing galaxies now forming of different colors and spectrums, like actual wheels of galaxies coming into creation. This is what it looks like, 2 galaxies side by side, and then they drifted apart further out. That's an amazing, the light codes are showing us galaxies in our own universe being formed after the Big Bang happened. So that's what we're seeing here, 2 different galaxies, and they have different color spectrums, different feels, yet they're similar, and they'll have humanoid life forms eventually being seeded there when planets, physical planets, form in those galaxies. So that's the expression of light codes creating galaxies, physical galaxies where life will be seeded when it's ready. So that's interesting to see. And then we're seeing different dimensional layers, the dimensional layers of these light codes as energetic and physical life comes into existence in the universe. The light codes combine to create space, the void, the blackness of space or the blueness of space, and how big the universe and outer space will be, the fractals of that reality, and how that will look like in the unity field, how big our universe will be, and the spatial dynamics of that, exploring, how big the universe should be or how small. And our universe is very big and expansive, and it's still growing today and expanding. So that's the light codes for universe growth and expansion. Orange, blue, yellow mixed together with these frequencies and codes to expand the building of outer space in the universe, so that this grows and expands and thrives to have living beings here. That's the beauty of that. And it was successful, very successful. And you see that expansion going on and building on itself and growing, with more light codes lighting up to build the growth cycle of the universe and the galaxies. Our known universe, it keeps growing. Space keeps growing, expanding, creating planets, galaxies, human life, animals, plants, all living matter being grown and expanded. This is what it looks like as the life cycles of our universe shifting and expanding outward. So beautiful, and it changes gamma and frequency and rays from this orange, yellow, white spectrums to the yellow and then back to orange as it grows in yellow, and expanding outward as frequency and codes keeps growing and growing, helping planets grow, helping galaxies form, solar system, that expansion of entering the universe and seeing everything that's living here and what life is like in the living beings here. So beautiful. And the codes keep on going through the wheel of life, because there's the wheel of life codes. Life codes here, light codes. Everything is alive. That's what connects the holographic universe to the quantum universe to the physical universe. That's everything together that is our universe. And this is what it looks like. It's frequency, it's heart, it's beating, living heart. That's what it looks like behind the scenes. And it has different shapes, colors, energy, and it blends vibrantly together and expresses itself in the dance of life as it spins. It's crystalline, it's alive, it's frequency, it's energy, it's physicality. It's all combined together beautifully on such a creative spectrum of expression. And then it further builds out into the light, into the green fields of light spectrum, yellow, this vibrant blue of outer space expansion. The light codes are doing that. They're growing and building our universe in outer space. It's continually living and it's alive as it manifests and it's expressing itself. It is organic expression of life. Because the universe is alive. We are alive. Everything is alive. The stars, the planets, the galaxies, solar systems, nebulas. Everything is alive. Star clusters, stars. Everything is light. Everything is fire. Everything is living matter. And the light codes make that cohesive and express that into cohesive unity and making it happen and building it. That's what builds creation, light and energy, and then physicality happens. That's the format of this expression. And you're seeing more expansion of light codes growing to add complexity to this universe, to make it an even bigger frequency of manifestation and expressing what life wants to be and wants to build itself into as codes in physicality. More complex life, any type of life, can express itself through these light codes. They're very positive in nature and vibration, and they're expanding. As the universe grows, more lights come in and expand to support that growth. and that life cycle and this vibrant yellow and green frequency of existence. And stars forming, many, many batches of stars, starfield clusters, nebulae. This light field expansion and growth keeps happening. It is exquisite to witness as it grows, as it comes into our universe and expands it further out. That's how stars form. That's how light grows. That's how the universe expands itself. This is what it looks like on a physical scale and energetic scales as it's happening. We can actually see it forming holographically and on a quantum scale through these light codes. They're expressing that. Star growth, star patterns, galaxies, energy, frequency, to form planets, to form the stars. It's exquisite to witness. It's a song, it's a dance of creation. It's so beautiful in its energy and frequency, coming together to form the physical aspects of these realities in this universe with the light codes, and how that mixes together to express who we are today on a big monumental scale. This is the creation. This is the manifestation of our realities and how it was billions of light years ago, billions of years ago and light years ago, and still today. We can still see this in the night sky, in the light. These light codes form the light of creation. And expanding of different things you can form in the universe. One of these is a living spaceship that's forming with the light codes, and light codes forming other galaxies and living beings, what will eventually be living beings. The codes are forming all of that stuff, because you can use light codes to create organic, extraterrestrial, living light crafts, light ships, arc ships. You can create virtually anything with living codes and light codes, and this is being expressed here in that type of creation, organic matter creating itself, shaping itself, molding and weaving itself in what it wants to be in a positive, creative aspect of unity, shift, ratio, vibration, coming together to become a living something in creation with these light codes, green ones, so expressive, so imaginative and creative, how it's forming into reality and duality and expressing itself. And this is a living light craft of light codes scaffolding from energy and vibration, scaffolding layers of a spaceship. It starts as a light shield and scaffolding layers of a craft through the light codes. And eventually, from this energy in these scaffolded layers, it will become a physical craft that everybody could see. But it starts with the light codes forming and shaping it in different layers. The scaffolding of, imagine 3D printing with light codes, scaffolding the layers of creation of a saucer-shaped craft, of yellow and blue light codes of the universe, creating this light ship. It starts as a light ship and then can go into a physical craft being formed. But it starts with light. It starts with energy and frequency. It then shifts vibration with the scaffolded layers into a physical craft. And it can go back from energy into physicality, back and forth. That's how extraterrestrial crafts are created. Extraterrestrial living crafts, space arc ships. It starts with the layers of the light codes, light fields on the quantum and holographic scales of the scaffolding, and you keep layering it and layering it, and that's the energy shield. It's an internal propulsion system of light that powers it, that makes it alive as it forms, as the light craft forms, and the living craft keeps forming. more layers of light codes forming it on top of each other, the shielding of the living light source, forming the craft itself into a saucer-shaped craft with blue fields, orange fields, yellow fields, combining all of that together in a symphony and a dance of a living extraterrestrial light field craft. And these are the final codes, the final layer, shell layer, scrolls of light codes on top of it, making it coalesce and form, and eventually it will be a physical format of an actual craft without any seams or ridges or nuts and bolts. Just imagine a 3D printed light craft from light and fields and energetic light codes, and it becomes physical as everything in that matter of energy coalesces into physicality, physical expression of that. And it could go back from physicality to energy, light craft, to physical craft, and back to energy craft, living craft. And it could be expanding itself to be bigger or smaller inside or outside. That's how it works with light codes, because that's inbuilt into those layers, the scaffolding and the energy shield layers of how these craft start out. You can make them smaller or bigger, because with light codes you can program anything you want into creation and manifestation, an expression of your conscious reality, big or small, energetic or physical, going back and forth. It's very easy with light codes to create energy and physicality, going from physicality to energy, and from energy to physicality, shifting the field source of the codes to make that happen in these living extraterrestrial crafts. That's why they're called that, because they can go from energy into physical existence as physical objects in physical reality of the matter we live in, where you can touch it, feel it, go inside it, see it, experience it. Then it goes back to the light energy field, light crafts, and you can still be on the light crafts. It'll just be a whole other vibration that feels much more lighter, not so dense matter, and you can travel in these. Or they become totally light craft, just light and energy, and different light beings and energy beings can travel on these crafts beyond physicality. It could shift into that spectrum all on its own, into that uniqueness of spectrum as well. So you can design these light crafts and light codes to fit different molds and shapes and sizes of beings and craft, purely energetic or energetic physical or just physical, and layer it and scaffold it in whatever you want to create and build and form, and then take apart and do different coding for it, because it's light and energy. So it's very malleable and ever shifting in how it works and how you work with it. And it's based on consciousness. It's based on a spectrum of ability to connect with things on the quantum scale, the holographic scale, and the energetic and physical scale of what we explore in reality, and how our minds connect to that as creator beings. We consciously open up to be able to work with this light code technology, and it's all organic. And I call it a technology because it's a consciousness, vibration, creation, and imagination technology on that spectrum that we can go into in the quantum realm, in the holographic realm, the holographic universe, the quantum universe, and the physical universe, combining to do this work with these light codes and frequencies, and shaping it and molding it into whatever we want as a manifestation, as a reality, as crafts, as galaxies, as planets, as universes, as solar systems, nebulas, wormholes, black holes, whatever you want it to be, it can be shaped into, as long as it's coming from a positive light spectrum. It can create itself or be created to make physical things or energetic things happen in reality. So I wanted to explain that, how universal light codes work and how universes are created with light codes and with frequency and energy, and how that shifts into physical matter of reality and can go back to the energy light code expression, back and forth between the two. Thank you so much.